Hello students! Use this video guide to help you complete our remaining work for our Holes unit before we head to fall break. Monday is going to be dedicated to taking some tests over Holes in both Summit and Accelerated Reader. You're going to start by going into Summit and requesting to take reading checks for Holes Part 2 and the reading check for Holes Part 3. Request to take both and I will approve those. We'll take those tests in class. If you're working at home, you can do the same thing at any time during the day on Monday. You'll also need to take your AR test over Holes. You can get there by going into Google Classroom and clicking the link that says Welcome. That'll take you to where we need to go for the Accelerated Reader test. Don't try to Google Accelerated Reader because it won't take you to the correct page. We've all logged into Accelerated Reader before, but in case you've forgotten, your username is probably the number 28, the first initial of your first name, and then your last name. For example, Aaron Randolph will be 28A Randolph. To make it simple, your password is probably just your first name. I gave some of you cards if it was different. You can also check the notebook at the front of the classroom if you're not sure if it doesn't seem to be working. You can go into Accelerated Reader by clicking where you need to and then searching Holes in the search bar. The test that we will be taking is probably going to be the one that comes up at the very top of the list. It'll say Holes by Louis Sacker. It'll have the same numbers. Click where it says Take Quiz, and then you're going to select where it says Reading Practice and start the quiz. I would recommend that you pick I read with someone as your response, and then start the quiz. Now, a couple other things to remember for Monday. For our AR test, if you took the Holes test in an earlier grade, you will not need to take the AR test today. I will go in and look that up. If you think this applies to you, be sure to still go into Accelerated Reader and double check by trying to take the Holes test anyway. It will tell you if you have already taken it. For my students working at home this week, you can request to take the reading checks on Summit, and I will approve those over the day. You can also try to take the AR test from home. I'm honestly not sure if that will work or not. If it does not work for you, feel free to email me and we can check that. For any time left over for my students working in class today, if you do finish the testing on Summit and Accelerated Reader, you're welcome to read your AR book or work on any other late assignments for your classes. Remember that this is our last week for this 9 weeks, and anything you don't have done needs to be done. Tuesday's directions are all listed on Summit Learning. Log into Summit, go to Stories and Storyboards with Holes, and then scroll down to the very bottom past checkpoints 1 through 12 and click where it says Storyboard. Once you click that, you'll scroll back up to the top and click the actual project to go into it. I won't go into it in this video, but all of the directions that you need for this project are carefully listed on this page on Summit. You're going to follow these to a T. Make sure you do every single part that is in green for your storyboard. You don't need to be a perfect artist to complete this. As long as you follow the directions, you will get a good score. There are several other things on this page to help you, including a video example of what a storyboard looks like, and at the bottom a checklist you can go through step by step to make sure you've got everything you need in for this. If you're working in class, you have all the materials you need at your desk, including clipboard, paper, and writing utensils. If you are a student working at home this week, I still need a copy of this. Whatever way you can get it to me works. If you do this at home and you're able to get a parent or somebody to deliver it, I can take it and give you a grade based on that. If you want to take a picture of your storyboard and email it to me or attach it into this document, that works too. If you're a student working at home and you have questions or you run into a problem, please email me and I'll do my best to help you. Wednesday and Thursday we'll be working on the second final product and the final assignment period for our Holes unit. Go to the Year tab, go to Stories and Storyboards with Holes. Scroll to the very bottom and you'll click where it says Novel and Movie Compare and Contrast. Now you are going to click the one with the filled in star. Ignore the part that says Draft, we won't be using that. Once you go into it, you'll see that there are 2 boxes. What we're going to be doing is watching the Holes movie in class. You're going to watch the movie, and as you do so, I want you to fill in details comparing the book and the movie. What are things that stayed the same between both forms of media? You'll also be contrasting differences. What aspects changed or were different between the book and movie? I'd like to see a lot of details, so please fill these in as we go while we watch the movie. And of course, don't forget after you finish to submit your final product. One other thing, if you're a student working at home, You could be able to access the movie if you have access to Disney Plus. It can be streamed from there, but you may not have access to a way to watch the Holes movie, so I've included an alternate version of the assignment. If you're not able to watch the Holes movie, you'll basically be writing a book report for me, and you'll see the details and directions listed at the bottom below the compare and contrast activity. Whichever form of those you turn in, you will get same access to credit as long as you complete it with the expectations fulfilled. I hope this gives you a good picture of what we'll be doing this week to cap off our Holes project. Feel free to refer back to this video at any time, and have a good day.